I saw the Zane Lowe interview with Dominic Fike, and something told me to click on it. And it's interesting because I didn't really listen to Dominic Fike's music, at all before I watched the interview. I mean, I knew he was on Euphoria, except I didn't watch this season, of Euphoria that he was in. So, I didn't really know much about him. Still, I felt inspired to click on the interview. And I'm so happy that I did, because just when I was losing hope in music, losing hope in art and artists, I just listened to him speak, and it reminded me that literally fame doesn't matter. It reminded me that fame is not a person, and that you really don't have to be famous, even if people know you and you're a celebrity. It doesn't have to be something that you become or internalize, if you don't believe in it. I'm not saying that he doesn't believe in it. I don't know his beliefs. I just feel like listening to him speak made me feel okay with the idea of being known by a massive number of people. Because he just humanized the experience of being a musician. He didn't feel plastic. He didn't feel prepped or prepared or molded. And it felt good, I'm really not the type of person to go and listen to someone's music after I watch their interviews. I really just like bonding with artists through their interviews. I'm not really a music type of girl. My music taste is specific. It's what I like. Excuse my voice, I just got finished literally sobbing and pouring my pouring my tears out of my freaking eyes. Because I'm just a little bit sad today. That's okay. The skies are gray, and I'm just feeling everything. And I can say though, I did go and listen to Sunburn after I watched that Dominic Fike interview with Zane Lowe. I just love when I discover that celebrities are human, actually human, and still perceive themselves as human, because a lot of people don't. Once you become a celebrity, you become famous, you get all this money and these likes and this clout, and all of a sudden you're unkillable. I mean, that's cool if that's how you want to live your life. It just doesn't resonate for me. That stuff turns me off. And it had been such a long time since a celebrity or an artist was able to romanticize music again, making music, the process of making music. And I just love how upfront he was about everything with Zane Lowe, you know what I mean? He was just I loved when Zane Lowe was trying to talk about the album, and Dominic was just yo, these songs don't even resonate. They're not even me anymore. He didn't say that, but he said that, And I loved that, because a lot of people would try to force the relevance of their music and the significance of it all. And he's just like, yeah, like I wrote these songs, at some point is how I felt. Now I'm just kind of moving on to the next thing. And I feel like it allowed for Zane Lowe to like properly evaluate the situation and bring the interview and the questions that he was asking into the present moment and make them present tense rather than about the album, which is Sunburn. And I listened to it track by track. And what I love about Dominic Fike is there's something raw about his voice and his subject matter, like what he's choosing to talk about. I like where he comes from. Like I honor the darkness of like the background and what he's been through that's inspiring his music. And I love that it's real, it's reality. He's not pretending that he went through some like super traumatic things. Nah, he like really went through some things in his life. And I think it's so beautiful when I see people pursue art, and art takes the dark, twisted things and turn it into such beauty, and allows for us all to share in it. And I sketched I sketched on my canvas this sort of crucifixion type of picture. I sketched it while listening to Sunburn, and I always find it intriguing whenever I listen to music while I'm painting my canvases, because I think it can change things from being like super, super practical and exactly what I think it's going to be to something that I didn't ever envision myself creating. And I feel like the art that I made while I was listening to Sunburn freed me, because I just let myself go. And then I watched this other Apple Music interview with Dominic Fike. The only thing is, like, with celebrities, sometimes I don't like watching the interviews that are super kind of like sketchy, and not sketchy as in like shiesty, sketchy as in like comedy, like the whole like chicken shop thing. No offense to like the person that like host that show. It's just that I don't eat chicken. Like, what am I gonna sit and watch people eat chicken for? So there's like certain things that I just don't click on, because it's just the dissonance. Like, I don't live that type of lifestyle. It's so whenever there is like a regular interview that Apple Music does, I'm most likely to click on it, especially when it's Dominic Fike. And it's so interesting because I've recently seen a lot of my favorite artists, like artists that I've known longer than I've been aware of Dominic Fike. I will see their interviews with Apple Music and I won't even click on it. I will literally just like keep scrolling, and then I'll see like one with Dominic Fike and I'll be like, ooh, I wonder what he's gonna say. And it's always something super, super grounded. I love that I don't know now, it's been a while. It's just that the interviews that I did watch of him, I love when he talks about spirituality without really talking about spirituality, because I think that's such a freaking masculine thing to do. And I also feel like your art is your religion in many different ways. And I feel like when you're traveling the world and you're filling up these stadiums, you're kind of like creating a way of life, establishing a way of life, establishing beliefs, and You know, in many ways, you're like giving form to entire worlds. And honestly, I would go see Dominic Fike in concert, even though I probably would like only know some of his songs or like maybe some melodies. Still, I just think he's kind of like a rock star, you know. I like that he plays guitar. I love that. And I love how like how many guitars he has. I think it's so cool. When I learn how to play guitar, it's over. It's over for you. It's over for you people. It's over. I actually bought a guitar once. And I had this beautiful body. It was so brown and I loved it. And I gave up. I was just like, you know what? I want to be self-taught. Like, I want to teach myself. I just don't think I gave myself enough time to really, like, get to know the guitar, become familiar, you know, and, like, give my fingers time to just play around. It's okay, though. When the time comes, it'll be perfect. I just love, like, seeing other artists and their approach to this like pop star lifestyle where, you know, you're traveling a lot and you're kind of out of body, even though you're being somebody. I also thought he was so cool on Euphoria, you know, like I enjoyed his character Elliot. I also liked the casting, you know, it was very in alignment with, I feel like, his energy outside of Euphoria. Not saying that he is Elliot, like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the reality of the character, the realism of the character, I think, it definitely felt like symbolic of the realness that Dominic Fike has, like, in real life. Don't know the man, okay? Just want to make that clear. Don't know the man, but I love his curly hair. It's so pretty. And his tattoos. I just love, like, super cool rock star people, like, because I'm a rock star. And I love music, and I love musicians, and I love musicians that make me fall in love with being like a songwriter. And I love musicians that don't like make me want to run away and hide from the world, because they allow us to see the beauty, and also like I don't like using the word but, and I don't also like using the word but just the beautiful and the not so beautiful, you know what I mean? I just appreciate it. So this is just me appreciating Dominic Fike. In no way am I claiming to like know all his songs or like be a fan, and I'm not trying to jump on nobody's train. I just know that I've watched some of his interviews and he like really made a beautiful impression on me. And I appreciate that, you know, I don't think it takes a lot for you to like wanna support a person, you know. Like if me being able to like appreciate Dominic Fike requires me to know all of his songs, then I just feel like it's so unrealistic, you know. I actually feel like you know less about an artist the more you know about them and their music and stuff like that. And I just appreciate the separation, like the space, the boundaries that still exist when I don't go and like fully download all of a person's music and art into my freaking brain. And I love his music videos. Oh my goodness. There's this one music video that he had. I think it's for his song like Mama's Boy or something like that. I think it's called Mama's Boy. I feel like he's eccentric and like multi-dimensional. I also like his style. I wanted to paint him at some point. Maybe I still will.